question is from Madeline from the State Department, and Marie from ActionAid had the same question, which is, as a self-proclaimed feminist, what message do you have for girls growing up in environments of violence and extremism? And what role do you see girls and women playing in countering violent extremism?
Since many years, I developed sort of view, and accordingly also I express many politics of the talk. I think perhaps many centuries ago, then human population quite small, and then some communist sort of ideology, they say original communism, no private ownership, like that. Everything, you see, they use by the group of, almost I think, a small group like that. So at that time, no concept of leadership. Then gradually, population increased and the farming system developed. Then the private poverty, ownership, this used to come. So then some disputes or some crimes, this will also happen. So then leadership come. At that time, no education, rule of education. So in order to become leadership, physical strength, that is the start, the male dominance. Even some religious tradition, also some kind of impact from that sort of society, from that kind of concept, male dominance. Then education come. Education brings more equal. So recent time is some very, very powerful sort of female leadership also to happen. Now, existing education not adequate. We must make more effort for warm-heartedness. So therefore, biologically, female have more sensitive about others' pain. That also some scientists, you see, they, through their investigation, through their research, they found. So therefore, at a time, we need special effort for promotion of compassion, love. Female should take more active role. So that's why some of my friends used to describe me feminist Dalai Lama. And so like that. So therefore, sometimes I feel about 200 different nations, if the majority of the leader of these nations, female, maybe less trouble, less violence. Of course, some ladies, females, are exceptional. So equally, some males also, some very compassionate. So average, I think, because the biological factor. So therefore, that's my view. Female should take more active, more effort to promote human love, human affection, compassion, like that. कुछ हो तो बारे में. So mainly, as I always mentioning, now within the present circumstances, environment, very difficult. Like this very recent tragedy. And in the Arab Middle East, thousands of people killed. And in some cases in the name of religion. And many innocent people dying. Terrible, unthinkable. So then, when we saw this situation, then each individual, cannot remain indifferent. So we have to think. And when we think seriously, these sad event, these also some kind of, we call, according to law of causality, these are result or symptom of certain cause. So now, fundamentals of the cause here, hatred, too much of self-centered attitude, we and they, a lack of sense of oneness of human brothers, sisters, entire 7 million human beings, actually human brothers, sisters. So we really need sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. If we have that kind of sort of conviction, we are same human being, then practically also now each continent, their future depend on other. That's today's reality. Not like ancient time. Ancient time, more or less, self-sufficient and independence. Now, heavily interdependent, including modern global economy. Then also environment issue. So now global sort of warming also create more and more nature disaster. So now time come. 7 million human beings have to act united way, collectively. Otherwise, this 21st century also can be a miserable century. So as I mentioned earlier, basic human nature is more compassionate. So we have the hope, to build the genuine, universal love on the basis of the sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings through education, through awareness. So this is not serving God or Buddha, it's serving ourselves. 7 billion human beings. You see, a lot of problems which we are facing is actually our own creation. Nobody wants a problem. But because our mind too much biased, too much short-sighted, and biased, like that. So these, through education, through awareness, we can reduce these things. So through that way, if you attempt, the younger generation, you attempt now, make effort now, I think end of this century could be more peaceful, or more compassionate. Recently I saw BBC broadcast that in Europe, more and more people, express their global citizens. They're wonderful. If you truly, carry the global citizen, then spirit of global citizen, all same. Like that. So therefore, I think circumstances compel us. Now we have to act as one humanity, like that. So practically and also morally, we have to think that line. So it is quite hopeful sign. So particularly our recent meeting, I really suppose I give some sort of encouragement or something to learn, to teach you. But actually I learn more. Wonderful, really wonderful, really wonderful. Yes, next one.